Hello students, today we are going to perform Zener voltage regulator. Zener diode as voltage regulator. Zener diode is called as voltage regulator because Zener diode maintains the output voltage constant even if there are changes in AC line voltage or there are changes in load current. So to measure the load current we need a milliammeter. So here this is a milliammeter. This milliammeter is used to measure DC load current. To measure load current, this is a variable resistance. It is used as a load resistance. Then this is a voltmeter to measure the voltage across Zener diode, and also it is used to measure the voltage across filter circuit. Okay. Then here this is a demonstration board of Zener diode voltage regulator. In this board there are three sections. First section is a full-wave bridge rectifier circuit, which consists of one transformer, 4 diodes and a filter capacitor. Okay, so this is a full-wave bridge rectifier circuit. This is a capacitor filter, and the output of this filter, it is varied by using this potentiometer. We can vary or change the voltage across the filter by using this potentiometer. Okay, this is a demostat, or it is also called as a variac. By using this variac or demostat, we can change the AC input voltage. AC input voltage does not remain constant always. It varies. Sometimes it becomes low, or sometimes it becomes high. So there are some fluctuations in AC input voltage. So to change this AC input voltage or to vary this AC input voltage or to perform the line regulation, we need this demostat. By using this demostat or variac, we can change the AC line voltage or AC input voltage. So this is called as a demostat. Okay, now see how to make the connections. This is a Zener diode. Zener diode is always connected in reverse bias mode, and it is always connected in parallel with the output. It is always connected in parallel, so it is also called as shunt regulator because it is in parallel with the output, or it is connected across the output of this power supply. And it is always reverse bias, means its cathode is connected to positive and anode is connected to negative. Okay, so this Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator. So this is a regulator section. So there are three sections. First is a rectifier circuit. This is a full-wave bridge rectifier circuit, which consists of one transformer, 4 diodes and a filter capacitor. Then output of this rectifier circuit is it does not remain constant, so it is called as unregulated DC, and this unregulated DC is connected to the regulator circuit. So first, how to make the connections? So see here, first we have to connect primary of this transformer to the main supply. So this is a mains cable or 2-pin cord, and here 2 wires are connected, crocodile clips are connected, and it is given to the demostat. Okay, so AC supply is primary is connected to the AC supply, that is to the demostat. Then we have to connect secondary to the bridge rectifier circuit. See here, the secondary of the transformer is connected to the bridge rectifier circuit. Okay, here 2 diodes are connected. Now first cathode and anode are shorted here. So this is the B point. So A and B points are connected here, and here C and D points, these are connected by this wire. Okay, so here secondary is connected to the bridge rectifier circuit. Now this is a filter circuit, and we have to connect here one wire that is the output of this filter to the regulator input. Okay, regulator input. Here we have to connect one wire here. Okay, then we have to connect cathode of the Zener diode to the positive line. So connect this cathode of Zener diode to this red terminal, it is a positive line. Then connect 1 millimeter positive to this positive line. Then connect negative terminal of the millimeter to this negative terminal. Okay, then we have to connect load resistance. There are two yellow terminals. So this load variable resistance or load resistance is connected here by using this wire. Okay, now first of all we have to check the line regulation. We have to perform line regulations. So to perform the line regulation, first see, this is the observation table. So to perform line regulation, we have to keep load current constant. We have to keep load current constant, and we have to change AC input, AC line voltage by using this thermostat. By varying this shaft, we can change AC line voltage or AC input voltage. Okay, so this is the observation table. So first of all, see here. First of all, we have to keep the load current constant, and we have to change the AC input voltage from 170 volt to 260 volt. 170 volt to 260 volt. Okay, so I am switching on this circuit. This is a on-off switch. Okay. So see here, we have to first keep the load current constant. So I am varying this knob, and by varying this load resistance, when load resistance is varied, then load current also varies. So see here, the load current is 10 milliampere. We have to keep this load current constant. To perform line regulation, we have to keep load current constant. So here load current is 10 milliampere. Now we have to change AC input voltage. See here, this is a thermostat, and we have to set the AC input 170 volt. Okay, so this is 170 volt. The AC input voltage is 170 volt. Now for 170 volt input, we have to check DC output voltage. So see here, this is a digital multimeter. and we have to measure DC voltage. So select DC range, 20 volt DC. 20 volt DC range is selected, and the positive probe of this multimeter is connected here. Or connect across load. This is a load resistance. So connect positive terminal to here. A positive terminal of multimeter or voltmeter is connected to this positive terminal, and negative terminal of multimeter to the negative line of the power supply. This is a negative line. Okay, so see here, multimeter shows 6.8 volt. Multimeter shows 6.8 volt. Okay, so for 170 volt input, output is 6.8 volt, and load current is 10 milliampere. It is constant. Load current is 10 milliampere. Now change again this AC input to 180 volt.